We'll be learning about now international trade. Like earlier you have seen domestic trade. Domestic trade, it is done within the boundaries of a country, and international trade, it is done between two countries. The traders of two countries are involved in the exchange of goods and services. So not only the goods and services which are being exchanged, but they also exchange the currencies of their nations. So to tell about international trade, the beauty of this trade is the goods are produced in one country, but they are also consumed by the people of another country. So that was about international trade, dear students. To tell about the importance of international trade, why international trade is important, why the countries are encouraged to do foreign trade. One of the major reasons is availability of their mineral wealth. The mineral wealth in different nations is different. Mineral wealth is nothing but the natural resources which are available in countries are different. Like they are not alike in all the places in the world. In some countries the resources are available in abundance, whereas in some countries they are less. So through foreign trade, this natural resources which are available in other countries could also be used by the countries which require them. So that is one of the major reasons why foreign trade is encouraged. And the next reason I would say is some countries, they are very good in producing items in an economical way. Like maybe because of the raw materials available there, or the labor which is available, their skills, their technical knowledge is better, and that is why they could produce the product with much lesser cost than in other countries. So what the countries they basically do is, if the cost of production is going higher in a country, they buy the products which are produced for a lesser rate in other countries. And how this could be done? This could be done through this external trade, through this foreign trade, or say through this international trade. And also one of the reasons would be all the countries, they cannot produce all the items which are consumed by their people. So it could be because of any reason. It could be because of the minerals available there, the natural resources available there, or it could be also because of the climatic conditions. So what basically they do is they depend upon other countries to fulfill their needs. Like Cuba, the climatic conditions there is very favorable for production of sugar, and Egypt cotton, and so on. And that is why this has a given rise for the international trade. And the next point I would say, international trade, it also promotes the international knowledge, the exchange of ideas between countries, and also the world peace. And the next I would say that the prices of the products, they can be lowered. They are stabilized. Why? Because the demand is met wherever, all over the world, wherever the demand for the product is. Because of this foreign trade, the product can be made available to the people, and that is how the prices can be stabilized. There won't be any kind of manipulation with the prices of the product. And also the major reason why the countries should involve in foreign trade is because we are all in the era of globalization, and none of the countries can flourish on their own if they are not a part of foreign trade. So this was the importance about international trade. Next we will see what are the limitations and problems that arise in international trade, and also the various types of international trade. To speak about different types of international trade, we have import trade, export trade, and entrepot trade. And import trade means, if we are speaking about the conceptual meaning of import trade, it means getting the products into our port. Here basically what we do is we buy products from another country. So here when we are buying, when India is buying products from another country, we become the buyer country, and the country which is selling to us, that is called as the seller country. And if we have to speak about the examples of import, the things which we buy from other countries, like we have gold from Ghana and Peru, we take them. Then from US we buy some computers or vehicles and organic chemicals from them. And because the technology is very good in China, we get certain electronic products from them. So dear students, whenever it is asked, whenever different types of international trades is asked to you, please see to it that you give at least one example of each. So this was about import trade. And if we are talking about export trade, export means shipping the goods and services out of our port, sending them from our country to another country. So the traders in that particular country, they buy the product from us. So here we become the seller country, and the country which is purchasing from us, that is called as the buyer country. To tell about the exports that India does, we do export our regional handicrafts, our leather products, and also the jewelry and precious stones, especially diamonds. And so that was about export trade. To the yes, the last trade as a part of international trade is interport trade. So here what happens is, a country, it does both the trades, that is, it imports and also it exports. So here when it is importing, when it is purchasing items, it is not for the consumption in that country, but to sell it to another country, exporting it to another country. One of the beautiful examples will be India. We import oil seeds from US and we export them to Malaysia. So here India is acting as a middleman. So this was about interport, dear students. So these are the three types of international trade given, that is import trade, export trade, and interport trade. Hope you all have understood. Thank you for listening.